Okay, Access Unit C is about creating forms. And forms is just another type of object that's in Access. We've done tables, we've done queries, and now we're going to move on to form. Open Quest Travel C. Okay, go ahead and click Enable Content, and yes. Then we're going to click the Create tab, and we're going to go to Form Wizard. We've been doing Query and Design Wizard. This time we're going to do Form Wizard right up here. And we're going to click the Tables and Queries list arrow right here, and we're going to choose the tours table. So basically we're saying we're going to select information or data from the tours table. We have our list of tables over here, and we have our list of tables and queries up here. So we want to choose the tours table, and we want to select all the fields. This button here adds all the fields. Okay, now we're going to click Next, and we're going to click the columnar option button. So that's already selected by default. And then Next, and we're going to type Tours Entry Form. And then we'll click Finish. Okay, we're going to click Princess Bay Shelling. This is how our form will look. It looks just like what it sounds like. It looks like a form. We're going to click Princess Bay Shelling in the tour name text box, and we're going to click the Ascending button in the Sort and Filter group, and then we want to click the Next Record button. The Next Record button is down here. We have our navigation buttons down here, and if you point to it, your screen tip pops up and it shows you Next Record. This button here will take you to the very last record. This inserts a new blank record, very first record, and the previous record. So we clicked Next Record, and we want to edit Ames Ski Club to Story County Ski Club. So Story County Ski Club. And then we're going to right click the Tours Entry Form tab and click Close. So up here, we'll right click and close, and it's going to save it for us automatically. Okay, we're going to click the Customers table. Here's the Customers table. And then we're going to click Create. We already have the Create tab up. And we're going to go to More Forms. Here's More Forms. We're going to click the drop down arrow, and we want to click Split Form. There's our split form. So it created a split form from the Customers table since we already had that selected. We're going to click MO, and then we're going to go back to the Home tab. We're going to click Selection, and we're going to choose Does Not Equal MO. Okay, so basically what we did is we told it to sort and filter anything that does not equal the state value of Missouri. Now we're going to look in the lower pane. We're going to click Des Moines in the city. So here's Des Moines, and we're going to edit that to be West Des Moines. And then we're going to click Jacob. Where would Jacob be? There's Jacob. We're going to click the record selector. The record selectors are these blue boxes over here. Some people have gray boxes, some people have blue. We're going to click the record selector for Kristen Collins. There's Kristen. And we're going to click the delete button up here in the records group. And then we're going to click OK. We're going to right click the Customers Form tab and then click Close. So we're closing out of this. And yes, we want to save the changes. And we want to save it as customers. Alrighty, moving right along here. We're going to right click the Tours Entry Form. Right here, we right click it. And then we're going to click Layout View. And we're going to click the Next Record button twice. So we're moving on to the third record, which should be the Bigfoot Rafting Club, is what you see on your screen. We're going to click the tour number label. This is the label over here, so we're going to select it. Okay, we're wanting to add a space between tour and number. And then we want to add a space between tour and name. We want to add spaces in tour start date. And between state and abbreviation, we're going to add a space. Okay, now we're going to click the tour number label and click Home. We're going to choose the font color button. We'll click on that letter A so it makes it red. We're going to click Placerville in the city text box. So we're going to click here. And we're going to hold down the Shift button on our keyboard. And we're going to click California. Okay, and then we're going to make these boxes here. You see how my mouse changes? We're going to use this one here. And we're going to make the text box the same width, approximately the same width as the other text boxes, so they look at it a little bit more uniform. Okay, now we're going to click the Design tab. Okay, and we're going to click Add Existing Fields in the Tools group. So over here, Add Existing Fields. Mine was already up and I just turned it off. This is a toggle key. So you click, it comes up, click again, it goes away. And we're going to click Show All Tables. Okay, now we're going to click the Expand button to the left of the Tour Categories table. So Tour Categories table is here. We're going to click this little plus sign. We're going to drag the description to the form. And then we're going to use our pointer to move it. And we're going to move it below cost controls right down here. There we go. Now everything's lined up. Okay, now we're going to right click the Tour Entry Form tab and click Design View. So right here, right click and Design. We're going to click the description label right here. Okay, we're going to hold down Shift and click the cost label also. And we're going to click the Arrange tab. Here's Arrange. And then we want to click the Align button in the Sizing and Ordering group. And we're going to click Left. So both of those are left aligned. Okay, with the two labels still selected, we're going to click the Size Space button right here, and we're going to click to widest. Now we're going to click the Home button, and we'll go to View, and this switches back to Form View, and it shows us what it looks like. Then we're going to click New Blank Record, and we're going to click the Tour Name text box, and we're going to enter a new record, and this is Bridges of Madison County, and I just hit Tab, and you can either click on the calendar and go to the dates or type it in. I'm just going to type it in. Duration is 4. City is Winterset. Whoops. I don't know what happened there. Winterset. Sightseeing. You can either click on this drop down arrow and click on sightseeing or start typing it in and it'll autofill it for you. Our cost is $500. Okay, so we entered a new record in there through using the form. Now we're going to click the Layout View button, and we're going to click the Property Sheet button in the Tools group. Property Sheet. So here's our property sheet that pops up over here, and again, this is a toggle. You can click it on and off. We're going to click the Data tab in the Property Sheet window. There's default value, and we want to type Adventure. I'm going to type Adventure in there and then hit Enter. We're going to click the Format tab here in the Property Sheet, and we're going to click the Tour Number label. Right here. We're going to click the Home tab, and then we want to align text to the right, and then click the tour name, and hold down Shift, and we're going to click all the other labels in the first column of the form. So we'll just go down through and click each one of the labels. And we're going to align right also. Okay, I think I clicked it too many times. We want all of our text to be aligned right like this. If you click it again, they'll go back to the left. So make sure you get it to the right. Okay, now we're going to click the Save button. We're going to click Form View. And then we want to click New Blank Record. And we're going to enter some more data. So I'm going to click in the tour name, and I'm going to start with Branson Lights. Start date is 12/1/2013. Our duration is 3. City. Whoops, wrong. Missouri. Sightseeing. 300. And there we go. Okay, now we're going to right click the tour entry form tab, and we're going to go to design view. We're going to click the city label right here. Hold down shift and click the city text box. Click state abbreviation label and state abbreviation text box. Click the arrange tab, size and space button to shortest. There we go. So it just shrinks it up, makes it look a little bit nicer. Okay, click a blank spot in the form to deselect the four controls. So click anywhere in here and it deselects it. We're going to click the state abbreviation text box, this one here. And we want to move it. We're going to move it down just a little bit. We're going to click the city text box, move it down. And then we're going to click the design tab. And we're going to click the text box button in the controls group. So the text box is right here. And we're going to click between the duration and city to insert the new text box there. So right here is where we're going to insert the new text box. And it looks like I need to move these down a little bit more. And notice how the label goes with it. And I can still move my new text box down also. Okay, so I'm going to double click the new text box. And I'm going to type tour end right in here. I can go tour, whoops, I need to erase that. Tour end date and press enter. I need to move this text box over. I'm going to move this one over. Okay, I'm going to click the new text box. So here I've clicked in here. And I'm going to click the data tab in the property sheet over here that's still open. And I'm going to click control source property right here. And I'm going to do equals to our start date right there. So I'm going to choose that so it puts it in there. Plus duration. Hit enter. Okay, now we're going to click the view button. And click the value and the tour name text box. And we're going to click ascending. So we're sorting it according to the tour name. And then we're going to select 7 in the duration. And we're going to type 5 and hit enter. So we changed it. Okay, now we're going to right click the tours entry form and do design view. Whoops. Design view. Click the tour end date text box. Here's tour end date text box. And click the other tab over on our property sheet. We're going to double click the tab stop property. And it changes it to no, and that's a toggle key also. You click it on, click it off, click it on, click it off. Then we're going to change the name property to tour end date. A tour end date with no spaces. And we're going to click the view button. And then press tab 9 times to move to the next record. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Move to the next record. And we're going to right click the tour entry form tab again and go to design view. Okay, tab order. Let's make sure we have the correct things. We have detail, we have tour name, or tour number, tour name, tour start date, duration, city, state abbreviation, category, cost, description. Okay, so it just wanted us to check and make sure that we had the correct fields in there. So we clicked OK. We're going to click the property sheet to toggle it off. We're going to save this. Now we're going to click the form header section bar. Here's form header section. And we're going to click Insert Image in the Controls group. Okay, Insert Image is here, Browse. Quest logo. And we're going to put the Quest logo right over here. We click and drag. Okay, we want it to be about 1.5 by 1.5. So we can look up here and see that we've got it still a little bit smaller than what it should be. That's 1.5, one and about 1.5. Okay, so it looks good. We're going to save this. We're going to go to the View button and see how our form looks. We're going to enter a new record. And this one is student last gathering. And this is 10/01/2013. Duration is 3. Tour end is calculated. City is Dallas. And notice I don't have to type in the fields with the drop down arrows and the calculations. I don't have to type it all in. I just type a couple letters and it pops up for me. Okay, now we go save.
That's all, folks.